स्वयं व्यासेन कवितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणी भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ततामि भगवद्गीते भगवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तुते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दाय कल्पनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रे प्रमाणे ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दन पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः सुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ज्ञानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Bhagavate Padaya. Hari. We shall chant from verse number 7. Matta parataram nanyat.
Matta parataram nanyat.
Kinchidasya dhananjaya.
Kinchidasya dhananjaya.
Mai sarvamidam protam.
Mai sarvamidam protam.
Sutre manikana
Sutre manikana
Raso hamapsu kaunteya.
Raso hamapsu kaunteya.
Bhasmi shashi suryayo.
Bhasmi shashi suryayo.
Pranava sarva vedeshu.
Pranava sarva vedeshu.
Shabdakhe paurusham risho.
Shabdakhe paurusham rishu.
Punyo gandha prithibhyancha.
Punyo gandha pratibhyamcha.
Tejaschasmi vibhavaso.
Tejaschasmi vibhavaso.
Jivanam sarvabhuteshu.
Jivanam sarvabhuteshu.
Tapaschasmi tapasvishu.
Tapashyasmi tapasvishu.
Bijam mam sarvabhutanam.
Bijam mam sarvabhutanam.
Viddhi partha sanatanam.
Viddhi partha sanatanam.
Buddhir buddhimatam asmi.
Buddhir buddhimatam asmi.
Tejas tejasvinamaham.
Tejas tejasvinamaham.
Balam balavatam chaham.
Balam balavatam jaham.
Kamaraga vivarjitam.
Kamaraga vivarjitam.
Dharma viruddho bhuteshu.
Dharma viruddho bhuteshu.
Amosmi bharatarshava.
Amosmi bharatarshava.
Bhagavan says that other than me, nothing is there, no one is there. Mastat parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. So the whole world is Ishvara, and all the devas are also essentially Ishvara alone. The difference is appears because of Bhagavan's own Shakti, and we assume the difference because of our own ignorance. Otherwise, everything is the one supreme reality. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So one has to do sadhana and purify the mind and gain his proper understanding. So one of the sadhana is to meditate on the various vibhutis of Bhagavan. So he gives here, enumerates a lot of his vibhutis, like Rasoham Apsukamteya, and the rasa in water, the brilliance in the sun and the moon, and the Omkar in the Vedas, and sound in space, and Paurusham in all human beings. I am that sweet fragrance, divine fragrance in earth, and I am that again that brilliance in the fire, and Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu, and life in all living beings. Tapaschasmi tapasvishu, and the tapa in all tapasvis. I am the eternal seed of all beings. I am the buddhi in the buddhimatam, and I am tejas in those who are tejasvi. I am the bala among those who are balavan, and I am also kama, which is not against dharma. Dharma aviruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshaka. In this way, Bhagavan elaborated some few of his enumerated few of his devotees here, and then he concludes the thought in the following shloka. He says in the 12th shloka, Echaiva sattvika bhavaha rajasastamsachyaye matta eveti tam vidhi natvaham teshu te mahi Echaiva sattvika bhavaha rajasastamsachyaye matta eveti tam vidhi. Bhagavan says this all these expressions which are there, which are sattvic, rajasic and tamasic, he uses this term because Bhagavan, that apara prakriti, which is also called Maya, is Trigunaatmika, is expressing through three gunas, so Sattva gun, Raja gun and Tamo gun. These three gunas together is what we call Prakriti or Maya. And all that is expressed through this Prakriti contains these three gunas. Not only the physical objects outside, but also our senses and our mind expresses the three gunas. More detail about these three gunas, Bhagavan will tell in the 14th chapter. So, Tamogun is more like in our mind when it expresses, one feels more lethargic, sleepy, forgetful, depressed. Rajogun, when it expresses, one feels more energetic, more restless, desires and all come. Sometimes one feels agitated, anger, etc. So there are positive and negative expressions of this Rajogun. Depending on the person's personality, Rajogun can express positively and negatively also. In a great Mahatma also, Rajogun is there, but it expresses in a positive way. It works for the welfare of the world. Then Sattva-gun expresses as peace, as happiness, as knowledge, as faith, as fortitude, compassion, love, kindness, generosity, humility. All these are expressions of Sattva-gun in our Antakara. And it keeps on fluctuating. These three gunas are quite interesting. When they are in a state of total balance and all, then there is no expression as such. But when they are little imbalanced, then it expresses in different ways. When and all these three gunas are such that they are opposed to each other also. When Sattva gun becomes more strong, Rajogun and Tamagun goes down. When Rajogun increases, Sattva and Tamas goes down. And Tamagun increases, all the other two goes down. So they are like, they opposed to each other. When one becomes strong, other becomes weak. And through our sadhana, we can invoke them. Otherwise also they keep coming fluctuating, like the seasons. Sometimes worldly season you can predict also, they predict also, that it might rain and all. But this season you cannot predict. You don't know when, what type of guna will manifest. But normally, according to the time of the day also it manifests. Early morning generally is quite sattvic. But there are people who are tamasic in the morning or can be rajasic also. But normally it's more sattvic, then it becomes rajasic and tamasic, etc. Also, the company which we keep, the books which we read, the environment in which we live influences the gunas. We can invoke the gunas through our positive sadhana like puja, japa, satsang, in prayer, we can invoke positive gunas, sattvic gunas in us. And when the sattva guna arises, all the sattvic qualities come automatically. It's like the season. When the spring comes, the grass grows, the different types of flowers and all come automatically. You don't have to invite them. And they are there. Similarly, when sattva guna comes, the person feels great joy, peace, kindness automatically. It is there within us. So if we know how to handle the gunas, then we will be able to handle this. Somebody has got Rajagun expression. So they're quite interesting, these gunas. But these gunas are nothing but the Prakriti, and this Prakriti is not different from Bhagwan. Though it is expressed, his expression seems to be different, but it is really not different from Bhagwan. The essential, the nature or the essential, the essence of all this Prakriti is Bhagwan only. But the expressions are different. It's like, for example, you write something with ink. So what is written with the ink may have different words, different sentences which we make, and different bhav can be expressed to it. But all of them, the material cause of all of them, the essence of all of them is ink. Similarly, the essence of this Prakriti is Bhagwan only. But its expression is different from Bhagwan's nature. Bhagwan is actually nirguna, but he appears to be sabuna because of this Prakriti which is Trigunaatmika. But the essential nature of Bhagwan is nirguna only. So the different expressions in our mind is Trigunaatmika. Even our body is Trigunaatmika, even the time is Trigunaatmika, the food, the people, the environment, everything is Trigunaatmika. So here Bhagwan says that all that is the sattvic expression or rajasic or tamasic, understand they have come from me only. Means I am the source. Echaiva sattvika bhavaha, those expressions or products or objects which are sattvic, Bhagwan says, and also those which are rajasic or tamasic, matta eveti tamriddhi, they have come from me only. Because I am the source of everything. Oh, if all of them have come, then you must be rajasic, tamasic, sattvic. If you are the source of all this, if you are the source of Prakriti, if you are the source of these three gunas, then if anger is there, then you are angry. If jealousy is there, then you must be jealous. Because you are the source. Bhagwan says no. A very interesting and important point Bhagwan mentions here. He says, Nattvaham teshu te mai. I am not in them, but they are in me. This we have to understand the relationship of Prakriti and Ishvara. Bhagavan says, I am not in them, but they are in me. This we should understand by understanding the relationship of cause and effect. Bhagavan is the cause of this world. World is the effect. But the qualities of effect are not the qualities of the cause. In the effect, cause is there, but the qualities of the effect is not the qualities of the cause. For this, I will give you an example of a pot. Clay is there, which is the cause, and from the clay you make the pot. Big pot, small pot, beautiful pot, crack pot. Now when we say big, small pot, what are we talking about? We are talking about the pot. Though the pot is made up of clay, when we say big, small, cracked and all, we are not talking about the clay. Clay is not big, clay is not small, clay is not cracked, but the pot has got all these qualities. Pot is born, utpatti, jayate, pot is born, pot exists, pot undergoes changes, modifications, we can improve, we can spoil, slowly it becomes weak, and finally the pot gets destroyed. In all these conditions of the pot, the clay remains same. Clay remains as it is. Clay doesn't undergo any change, any modification. Before the pot is born, clay is clay. After the pot is born, clay is clay. When the pot undergoes modification, clay remains clay. And when the pot gets destroyed, clay remains clay. Therefore, the clay can say that I am not in the pot. In that sense, in the carrier, I am not there. Though the essence of pot is me only, but I am not in the pot is in me. Pot is born in me, pot is sustained in me, pot gets dissolved in me. If this is understood, that same thing is mentioned here. Bhagavan says, I am not in them, they are in me. Nattvaham teshu te mahi. This is a very beautiful words which tells us about the relationship, as I said. So when we see the different changes in this world, when we look at the world, we see the world constantly changing. That is one of the main qualities of this world, that it is constantly changing. In Sanskrit, the changing word is called asatyam. Asatyam doesn't mean unreal, asatyam means changing. Changing reality. See, the problem with our understanding Vedanta is in translation also. Translation में मारा जाता है. Asatyam, that word is used in Vedanta to express changing reality. It is there, but it is constantly changing. Asatyam. Then Jadam, word is inert. Inert means it is seen and experienced by someone else. And it is not independent, it is made to function by someone else. Like an object remains at one place unless a sentient being moves it. Suppose suddenly one ball comes here in the hall, cricket ball. And it comes and falls here in front. What will your thinking be, or what will your reaction be? Will we go and ask the ball, "Kahan se aa gaya to?" Because we know that ball is inert. When the ball comes, instead of looking at the ball, we will look behind. Isme dekha the ball. Who is the one who has thrown this ball? Why we are so this? Because we know that ball is inert, it cannot move by itself. Unless there is some mechanism to make it move, but by itself it cannot move. What is true for one little ball is true for the entire creation. Scriptures say, Shastras say, the whole world, the sun and the moon and the stars which you see them moving, they are also inert, but they are moving because the sentient being, the Ishvara, is making them move. If one can understand it at a small scale, why not understand it at a larger scale? At a small scale, we will not tolerate this. We will say, "No, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है, automatic नहीं हो सकता." But in case of the entire world, we feel that it is moving automatically. There is no one there to make it move. Scripture says that the world is not inert. No doubt it is jada, but that jada world is made to move by someone's agency. Therefore, भगवान से ये प्रकृति जो है मेरी है. He says may prakriti, that may word is important. May is not the month which he is talking about, but he says that Vinna, ahamkariti may, Vinna prakriti ये मेरी प्रकृति है. And then again, akareyam tasvanyam prakritim vidhi me param, मेरी प्रकृति means Bhagwan makes it move. Like for example, you are writing notes, some of you. Who is writing? The pen is writing or you are writing? Difficult question, huh? Don't answer it properly. Pen is writing or you are writing? You are writing. Very good. Correct answer. So you are writing. But pen is just an instrument in your hand. Without pen, writing cannot happen. But without you also, writing cannot happen. The pen cannot write by itself. It is made to write by you. Similarly, the world is inert, it is made to function by Ishvara. Ishvara is making it function. Even the air which moves, the water which moves, the sun and the moon and the stars and everything what is happening, even in the tiny little electron and all, the Shakti is Bhagwan's only. With all your science and this and that, they talk that everything started with a big bang, but why that big bang started, nobody can tell. If the whole thing is inert, then what made it express the concept? Because they don't expect science doesn't talk about the sentience. So Bhagwan says that all this prakriti belongs to me. So the sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, this bhav has come from Ishvara. But the qualities of this are seems or they express differently from the essential nature of Ishvara. So one thing I said, the world is constantly changing means asatyam. Asatyam, as I said, is not unreal, not illusion. It is a changing reality. Because it is always there. There was never a time when world is not there, world is always there. Either it is in the creation process, sustenance or dissolved state. It is always there. So asatyam, jadam and parichinnam means there are, world is made up of lots of parts. Limited parts. This is the karya. World is a karya. Karya means effect. So what is the cause? Cause is Ishvara. What is the meaning of cause? Cause is that in which there is no trace of effect. Cause is there in which there should not be any trace of effect. If effect is there, then it is not a cause. So word is asatyam, jadam, parichinnam means limited. In cause, all these three are not there. Therefore, the cause is satyam, jnanam, anantam. Satyam, jnanam, anantam, brahma. So Ishvara is satyam, pure existence. Jnanam, pure knowledge, not jada. Pure knowledge, pure consciousness. And anantam, infinite, unlimited, infinite. So Bhagwan says, though all this bhava of sattva gun, rajagun, tamogun has come from me, but their expressions are not my quality. I am not in their expressions, but they are in me. I am not in them, they are in me. I don't depend on them, they depend on me. I can exist without them, they cannot exist without me. Another example. This you can try it also. You can go to the market and buy one ink pot. Okay? Nice blue, black, whatever color you like. Then fill that ink in your fountain pen. Nowadays we don't use fountain pen. I remember during our childhood we used to use, and then before exams the busy filling the pens. 4 or 5 pens we used to fill and take it. Thinking that एक खत्म हो जाएगा तो दूसरा एक भी आधा खत्म हो जाएगा. See, you must have done that. Yes. I should not forget the example. So, fill the pen with the ink. Then with that pen, write a nice story. With that pen, you write, the aksharas come as letters. Those letters are combined together, makes words. Those words are combined together with the proper syntax and all make sentence. Those sentences convey meaning. Lot of sentences together make paragraphs, convey some ideas, convey some concept. Sometimes we create an image, creates a character, like the Harry Potter and all those things. Big book actually. Sometimes you wonder, little children also read such big book. So the whole world is created there, with emotions, with suspense, with thriller, comedy, this, that, everything is there. From where it has come? What is the source? The source is the ink. But if you look into the ink, you will not find Harry Potter there. In the ink, you will not find. So if you ask the ink will say, I am not in them, but they are in me. If you dissolve, if you again melt everything and go to the source, the whole Harry Potter and all the stories will again go back into the ink. In which there will not be, potentially it is there, but you cannot separate them. God can separate, but you cannot see anything separate there. Similarly, the whole world comes from Ishvara in variety of forms, remains in Him, and again merges back like the ink merges, all the writing merging back into the ink. There remains no divisions of any kind. No divisions of any sattva gun, rajagun, tamagun, or thriller, or comedy, or nothing like that. So Bhagavan says, I am not in them, they are in me. Our Punya Gurudev is to say about this shloka that it can be used even during our meditation. That when different thoughts come, the thoughts may be of anger, of happiness, of sadness, of agitation, or whatever. He says that you should think that these are all in me, I am not in them. I am not angry, but anger is a just thought in me. It's like a wave rising in the waters. The waters are pure. It is just this anger, jealousy, these all thoughts are just like waves. When everything calms down, it remains as water only. Even when waves are there, it is nothing but water. But when the waves are there, we are so attracted towards it that we don't see the underlying water. So in the state of meditation, when everything becomes calm, we experience the water, and thereafter, even when the agitation is there, the person remains calm because he experiences the water at all times. Enlightened person, yoga ratova, bhoga ratova, sangha ratova, sangha vihina, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, nandati, nandati, nandati. Whatever be the state, he sees the same Brahma. But before reaching that state, we have to recognize that Brahma. In order to recognize, we have to quieten everything and then recognize. I think last time I have given one example of a long straight stick put in a bucket of water. Do you remember? If not, then let us take another stick. One straight stick, you remember, imagine. And a bucket filled with water. And you put that stick inside the bucket. half the stick is outside, half is inside. And when you look at the stick, does it appear straight? It doesn't appear straight, it appears little bent. So with my eyes, when I look, it appears bent. But when I touch it and all, it appears straight, it feels straight. Or when I remove it from the water, I can see it's absolutely straight. Once I remove it from water and experience it to be straight, and I am confident and I am 100% convinced that it is straight, then when I put it in water and it appears bent, I can confidently say that though it is appearing bent, it is straight. Similarly, in the state of meditation, when we experience ourselves as Brahma, then with our eyes open, even when we see the variety and all the changes and all sorts of things, we know, even though all these things are happening, I am that Brahma and all this is myself. That is the beauty of knowledge and that is the beauty of final realization. A realized master also sees the same world which we are seeing. If you are looking at this as water, the realized master also will see it as water. But he will know confidently that it is Brahma only that he is like water. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma. Neha nanasti kinchana. There is no divisions or difference of any kind. So this is the fact. Everything is that Ishvara alone. Nattvaham teshu te mai. I am not in them, they are in me. So if all this is so clear, why there is this confusion? Why there is this ignorance? Why there is this all this moha? So Bhagavan answers that question in the next verse. He says, Tribhir gunamaye bhavaihi eti sarvamidam jagat mohitam na vijanati mamebhya paramam vyayam Tribhir gunamaye bhavaihi eti sarvamidam jagat mohitam na vijanati Bhagavan says that though everything is myself, other than me nothing is there, but still because of this expression of myself as this gunas, sattva-gun, rajagun, tamagun, and it expresses as different thoughts and different emotions, people get confused and they fail to recognize me. The gunas makes us confused and we fail to recognize the essence. Tribhir gunamaye bhavaihi eti sarvamidam jagat mohitam. Bhagavan says the entire world is mohitam, is confused. By what? By these three gunas. And the qualities of these three gunas make us what you call our attention gets shifted somewhere else and we fail to comprehend that truth. Again, I will give another example for that. This also one can do an exercise like. One can, on a white sheet of paper, one can write the names of colors, blue, red, yellow, green, etc. But in different colors. Red, RED, red is written in blue color. Yellow is written in green color. Like that, different colors, the names are written in different colors. And they are flashed. And you have to immediately tell the color, not what is written. Okay. Red is written in blue. So instead of saying red, you should say blue. I am using it because we have the habit of just reading. Right from childhood, we have picked up this habit. कुछ लिखा है तो immediately पढ़ लेते हैं वो. So the habit is so strong that instead of seeing the color, we will see the writing. Color is the essence. Writing is its expression. But our attention goes to the writing. Similarly, Bhagavan says that I am there in Sattva-gun also, Raja-gun also, Tamo-gun also. I am alone there. But one gets so carried away, so totally attracted towards these gunas that one fails to recognize me. When Tamo-gun comes, we become lazy, forgetful and all. We fail to recognize that Ishvara who is beyond this Tamo. When Rajogun comes, desires arises and we get so attracted to the desires, my desire, that we fail to recognize that Shanta Swarup, Bhagwan. When Sattva-gun also comes, we get attracted towards the knowledge and all, we fail to recognize that Bhagwan. So Bhagwan says, Trive Gunamaya Bhavaihi Yevi Sarvamidam Jagat Mohitam Na Abhijanati Ma. Because of this, they don't recognize me. Who are you? Ebhya Param. Beyond these three gunas. Nirgun, Nirakar. Beyond these three gunas, Avyayam. Free from all change, all modification. I remain same, untouched by these three gunas. Understanding what I mean? So untouched, we get influenced by these three gunas. That itself is called getting influenced by Bhagwan's Prakriti or Maya. So now the question is that how can we transcend this three gunas? चलो अपने problem तो बता दिया. Sometimes we go to a doctor, they send us for a test. इधर जाके ये टेस्ट करो, उधर जाके वो टेस्ट करो. Just like we feel, actually, sometimes we feel I'm a patient or I'm a student doing giving test. After the test कैसा हो गया, test कैसा हो गया. Same type of nervousness also comes. And after giving all the 20 tests, then the final says, congratulations, nothing is wrong with you. ये हाथ वाला कर दो, हजम हो जाएगा, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. तो why didn't you give me before? हमारा अरे इतना बड़ी फैसिलिटी है, उसको पैसा भी बदलना है. Over five told this. So they tell you the problem. Problem अगर बताया तो solution भी बताना चाहिए. So here Bhagwan said that why people fail to recognize me, because of my gunas only. They get so carried away that it becomes difficult to overcome that. So there is a upaya. It might be difficult, but it is not impossible. If we know the upaya, then it becomes easy. Otherwise, we might be struggling throughout our life without reaching anywhere. But there is a upaya. See, for example, a huge train, such a mighty that machine moving with so much of speed and so much of power. If somebody wants to stop it physically, it will be impossible like. But there is one small device will be there inside. उसे दबाने से या खींचने से या ऊपर करने से इतना बड़ा ट्रेन रुक जाता है. And nowadays we have the chain also. We can just put that. We can stop it wherever our village is. So that is the upaya. Similarly, this Maya or gunas may be very powerful, but Bhagavan says no upaya. Sometimes we go to someone's house and the dog is there who barks like anything, it becomes very difficult. But उसका भी उपाय है. उसका उपाय क्या है? भगवान in the following verse, very famous, nice verse, he says, दैवी एषा गुणमयी
देवी एषा गुणमयी
मम माया दुरत्यया
माया दुर्जया
मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते
मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते
मायाम् एतां तरन्ति ते
मायामेतां तरन्ति ते
दैवी
एषा गुणमयी मम माया दुर्जया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते.
Bhagavan says that this Maya, Trigunatmika, is my Maya, Mama Maya. See, many people have a very long notion about Maya. So Maya को गाली भी देते हैं, ये Maya है. But Maya is Bhagavan Shakti only. And Maya, Bhagavan is using it for our own benefit, for our own welfare. We have, from Anadikal, all of our jivas are there. In the second chapter, Bhagavan told Arjuna that there was never a time when you were not there. When I was not there, you were always there. We have taken many births. You don't remember your birth, but I remember. So we were always there in this world, in some form or other. Even in the past, like when on earth there were only dinosaurs, we were there as dinosaurs. Therefore, if somebody asks you, little children sometimes ask questions, what do dinosaurs eat? If you don't know, don't say you don't know, you say I don't remember. That will be more truthful. Because we were there. That's long, huge one. Sir, वहाँ पर है तो उसका tail जो है वहाँ पर रोड. If some other little dinosaur comes and bite the tail, that fellow will come to know about it only after 5 minutes. Because by the time it reaches his prey, that fellow can come in front and smile at him also. He will not know. So, we are there in this world from beginningless time, and we have collected so many, we have done so many karmas and have so much of vasanas within. In order to fulfill them, we need this world, we need people, we need all the sun and the moon and the stars and all. So Bhagavan has created for our own sake. And slowly and steadily, all the jivas are moving towards moksha only. But even when lot of jivas, they didn't moksha, there are others who need this world. So even if you graduate from college and all, still others are there who need the primary school and nursery schools and all. So Bhagavan says this is Maya is mine, Mama Maya, Daivi. This Maya is Daivi, divine. Because Maya is not different from Ishvara. It is Shakti only. It's not different from him. Maya is such a Shakti that Bhagavan appears like someone else only. That is the power. That is the magical power of Bhagavan. That though he is Nirgun, he appears Sagun. Though he is Satyam, he appears Asatyam. That is the beauty of this Maya. So Daivi, divine, my Maya is divine. Daivi, he, Esha, this Maya, this Pragat, usko dekhte hain. We are seeing all that we see, hear, taste, touch is a product of Maya only. गो गोचर जहाँ लगी मन जाए सो सब माया जान भाई. यहाँ पर भी आंखें जाती है, wherever the mind goes, all that is seen, experience is all Maya. Maya, Bhagwan's magic show. Magic show. Maya is under Bhagwan's control. Maya is Bhagwan's Shakti. My mind, my intellect, everything is a product of Maya. But in my mind, in my intellect, that ignorance which is there, confusion which is there, is my creation only. It's like our mobile, it is made by the factory, but what I do with it is my own thing. So the material is Bhagwan's, but what I do with the material is my purusharth also, my effort also. So one of the things which is there within me is ignorance about myself, avidya. So avidya belongs to a jiva. Avidya is my ignorance, but Maya is Bhagwan Shakti. Avidya and Maya are different. They are not same. Maya is Trigunatmika. Avidya is not Trigunatmika. अविद्या में त्रिगुण नहीं, माया नहीं. So भगवान से दैवी ही एषा मम गुणमयी. Maya is gunamayi, Trigunatmika. See, we have seen the para and apara prakriti. This apara prakriti is Maya and it is Trigunatmika. Para prakriti is not Trigunatmika. Para prakriti is Shuddha, Bhagavad Swarupam. So Gunamayi, Mama Maya is my Maya. Duratyaya. See, our ignorance about our own self, I can remove it by gaining knowledge. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasthena sevaya, approaching a teacher, learning from the teacher, I gain the understanding that I am Brahma. I gain conviction that I am Brahma. Even when I gain conviction that I am Brahma, I will continue to see this world. Because this world is a creation of Maya, not my creation. Not a Jiva's creation. Jiva has not created this world. Ishvara has created this world. So even when I come to know, realize that I am that Brahma, I will continue to see the world. So, therefore, our Vedanta says that first Shravan and Manan. So first you listen to the teacher, scriptures, then contemplate on it. Through contemplation you will gain knowledge that I am Brahma. But after gaining knowledge, you have to surrender to that Brahma. That is called Nididhyasana. That is called Sharanagati. That's called Bhakti. And when one surrenders, one transcends the Maya. Maya cannot be destroyed, Maya can be transcended. Avidya can be destroyed through knowledge. Maya cannot be destroyed because it is Bhagwan's Shakti called destroyed etc. One can transcend. Transcend means what? Instead of looking at the world from Maya's standpoint, we can look at it from Bhagwan's standpoint. It's like a magic show. I am sitting in the audience and looking at that magic. The magician comes and one nice girl also comes with him. Then he puts that girl into the box. Then he puts one talwar from here. Then puts another talwar and she is waving her hand, putting her leg outside. And he puts another talwar. So, घबराहट हो जाती है. And the assistant is there. There is no expression of the assistant. No role like that. Talwar is the talwar. Assistant में कुछ ऐसी घबराहट नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. It's comfortable and that girl is also comfortable. So that magician is doing magic. This assistant is also there, but he is totally free of fear. But audience is all scared and also क्या होगा इसका. So why that assistant is free of fear? Because he is on the side of the magician. He knows the secret of the magician. So he knows everything. Audience doesn't know the secret. Similarly, in the state of ignorance, we don't know the secret of this Maya. But when we surrender to Ishvara, we know the secret. So from Ishvara's eyes, we will be able to see this world and will know that everything is Brahma. This Maya is Brahma. So Bhagavan says, Duratya. It is very difficult to cross over this Maya, but it is not impossible. So what is the method? He says, Mameva ye prapadyante, those who surrender to me alone. by, by seeing that, what you call, giving up all our attachment, sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. When you surrender to that Ishvara, then Bhagavan says, Maya etam tarantite, you will be able to cross over this Maya. Maya is under my control. So if you surrender to me, if you request me, if you sincerely pray to me and say, withdraw your Maya, I will withdraw it. Because I have done it for you only. If you don't want it, I can withdraw. But really speaking, we want it. We want all the vogue and all those things. It's like again the example of the dog. The owner is there and the dog is. So instead of fighting with the dog, you request the owner, Baba, usko jara sambhalo. And he controls that. Similarly, Maya is under Bhagavan's control. So instead of trying to fight with Maya, surrender to the Ishvara. Who is Ishvara? Our own self. To surrender to our own self. Self is what? Which is beyond the mind, beyond the intellect, the pure existence, pure emness, pure presence. So when one surrenders to that with full love, with full faith, with full understanding. See, for Sharanagati also understanding is required. Then faith is required. Fearlessness is required. Love is required. Then we can. So the Sharanagati is the final step. In Jnana Marga it is called Nididhyasana, Bhakti Marga is called Sharanagati. Same thing. It is एक ही चीज. उसको भी ध्यान चाहिए और total fearlessness. So मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायां एतां तरन्ति, they will be able to cross over this Maya. So दैवे एषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायां एतां तरन्ति. So when we say, oh, it's so nice, that if we just surrender to Bhagavan, we will be able to become free of all our problems. Samsara se mukta ho jaye. Samsara se mukta means we will continue to see the world also, but we will be on the side of Ishvara rather than on the side of Maya. The Shakti will be withdrawn. There is a Ishavasya Upanishad maybe. भगवान सूर्य भगवान समझ के वहां पर उसकी आराधना की है. So we request Surya Bhagwan, you withdraw your power, your Shakti, so that I can see you. Similarly, my Bhagwan Shakti, we request Bhagwan to please withdraw it, because I want to see you. I want to know you. I want to become one with you. When that desire becomes firm, then Bhagwan withdraws. And we become one with him. So Maya etam tarantite. So one may say that, oh, it is so simple, so nice. Then why not everyone does it? Why not everyone surrenders to Ishvara? What prevents a person from surrendering to Ishvara? Bhagavan says, I will tell you. So in the next verse it tells, who doesn't surrender to Ishvara? नमां दुष्कृतिनो मूढाः प्रपद्यन्ते नराधमाः मायया परतज्ञानाः आसुरं भावमाश्रिताः नमां दुष्कृतिनो मूढाः प्रपद्यन्ते नराधमाः मायया परतज्ञानाः आसुरं भावमाश्रिताः. Bhagavan says this type of people don't surrender to me. Na prapadyante, they don't surrender to me. It becomes very difficult for them to surrender to me. They just cannot surrender. Who are these people? Namam dushkritinaha. One is dushkritinaha means those who do bad actions. Bad action towards whom? Towards themselves and towards others, other beings. Why do they do this bad action? Because of their own vasanas, tamasic, rajasic vasanas, and their misunderstanding, not knowing that other person is also themselves only, in other form. It's like a person उसके आंख में वो उंगली जाती है and then he gets so angry, he becomes banging, थोड़ी उसको मारता है. What do you mean going into my eyes and all? So it's either he's crazy or he's so angry that he doesn't even realize that it is his own finger. Sometimes people get angry with themselves, slap themselves also. I heard. Or punish themselves. ऐसा ऐसी करते हैं आज आपको खाना नहीं मिलेगा. देखते हैं कैसा होगा. So angry with themselves. Similarly, because of this vasanas and anger, jealousy, greed, that, they perform bad action. Dushkratina, papa karina, paap karne wale. Going against the dictates of the scriptures, not following the principles of life proper. Dushkratina, they cannot surrender to God because they don't that Sharanagati doesn't come. Because the whole this bad action makes them so extrovert. So much of thing pressure is there. See, this will not make a person sleep also. Neend bhi nahi aayegi usko. Nidra is also Sharanagati. Suppose those who are, their mind is calm, peaceful, no worries, no anxieties, no fear. That person can sleep also nicely. Because sleep में जब हम अपने आप की शरण में जाते हैं. But this consciously surrendering to Ishvara also requires that type of attitude, total quietude and acceptance and carelessness, etc. So dushkritinaha cannot surrender. Mudha, foolish people, not knowing. Foolish doesn't mean that uneducated. There are educated foolish people. In Maharashtra, a great saint was there, Samartha Ramdas Swami. He has written a beautiful book called Das Book. In that Das Book, he gives the lakshana of a Mudha person. And one of the things he has given is Padaka Mudha, educated fool. Modern times, educated foolish people are more. Very well educated, highly qualified and all. But that fellow is so foolish, cannot even solve simple problems of life. They can solve Sudoku, but to solve simple problems of life becomes very difficult. Understand? So, Mudha, foolish, confused. Confused people also do not surrender because they don't know. They don't know where is God, how to surrender. It's very difficult to relax and surrender. Sometimes they do some experiment and all, you just relax and fall down. See, this you can understand even why somebody is clicking your picture. If you're doing some work, this, that, comfortable, unaware of everything, you're quite fine actually. There's so much of joy, peace is there. But suppose somebody says, let me click your picture, suddenly they become stiff. They become, even our smile comes so non-genuine. Smile for a sweet smile. Yes, I'm smiling now. Why? Because you become so conscious Conscious means what? Ego comes. I am the doer. I am smiling. I become conscious of what people are thinking, what will happen. All those things come. So where ego comes, there is no Sharanagati. There is no relaxation. Sharanagati has, in first step is to drop that ego itself. मैं करने वाला हूँ, मैं करता होता ज्ञाता हूँ. All this egoistic views, when we drop, we just surrender to it. Like ladies children, they have so much of faith in their parents and all, they just jump into their arms without fear. So mudha don't surrender. Prapadyante naradhama. Bhagavan says the worst among human beings. Worst among human beings are who? Those who don't have humane qualities. See, just like dogs and cats and other creatures, they have their own qualities. We can tell. If there is a tiger, we know what are the qualities of a tiger. If a lion is there, what are the qualities of a lion? If a deer is there, we know what are the qualities of a deer. If you see a deer, you can approach the deer. But if you see a tiger, you should not approach the deer. The tiger. You should not say मैं सपने भगवान है मैं टाइगर को जाके गले लगा. Because they have their own intrinsic qualities, nature. They will behave like that only. So, human beings have humane qualities. Therefore, there is a humane kindness, compassion is our intrinsic nature. Unfortunately, it doesn't get expressed so much. So when it gets expressed, we wonder, बहुत ही अच्छा व्यक्ति, but अच्छाई हमारा स्वभाव है. As human beings, humane qualities are our nature, and we are there to protect other beings also. If they are in difficulty, it is we who have to go there and take care of them. Animals, birds, plants. Sometimes some animals can recognize, they come to human beings. थोड़ा सा चोट लगी है, ये हो गया, please take care of me. And they do. Nowadays we can see some videos also. Actually, people post beautiful. Some little one of that duck or someone is get stuck, and that mother comes to that person and says, please protect. So just उसकी मदद करता है. So just like they express their qualities, we as human beings, they have humane qualities. Bhagavan says there are people who are not expressing their worst human beings. Nara adhama. Worst. They are so bad. Somewhere I have read that if you can imagine the worst thing we can do to other beings, whatever you can, the worst you can imagine, understand that it is already been done. So much of inhumane things we do towards other human beings and towards other animals, birds, plants. You can't even imagine. So such naradhama, Bhagavan says they won't be able to. See, this is very interesting, important. We can do bad things and then we say, I have surrendered to Bhagavan. Bad things, bad qualities and Sharanagati cannot go together. It will not happen. Sharanagati will not happen. We will have to face the consequences. Bhagavan's Maya will beat us up, black and blue. Sharanagati ऐसा नहीं कि जैसे सब चोले खाते और that will not happen. So Prabhat Naradhamaha Maya Aparadajnana. Jnana, one whose wisdom, understanding of what is true, what is real, what is the ultimate reality, that this knowledge which is given to us by the scriptures of values of dharma has been kidnapped away by Maya, by the Tamogun, by the Rajogun, has kidnapped away, taken away the knowledge of that person. Means the person who is totally though knowledgeable, but he has been overpowered by this Rajagun and Tamo. Classic example is Ravan. Ravan was highly knowledgeable. He was a great pandit. He knew the Shastras also, but his knowledge was overpowered by Rajagun and Tamo. His Abhiman, his all this growth and greed and all sorts of things had overpowered his knowledge. He can also not surrender. He could not take Ram Chandra's name also. He used to call him Tapasvi and all. He just could not utter his name. So Maya apargat jnanaha asuram bhavam ashrita. There are asuri bhav, dambha, darpa, krodha, parushyam. All these are asuri, demonic qualities. In us, there are the supta, good and bad qualities are there. Yeah. सुमति कुमति सबके नियर रही सबके अंदर वो अच्छाई भी है बुराई भी है sometimes this burai comes up sometimes अच्छाई comes up so there are people who take support of the burai it's called asuri bhavam asuram bhavam ashrita वो asuri भाव में आश्रित रहते हैं क्रोध is also there in us and compassion is also there in us. But whose support do you take to resolve issues of life? क्रोध का सपोर्ट लेते हो या कंपैशन का सपोर्ट लेते हो जेलसी का सपोर्ट लेते हो या लव का सपोर्ट लेते हो दैट विल डिटरमिन where we will move. So there are some people who have great faith in this quality, asuri quality. This is a बिना क्रोध के उसमें होता है बाबा गुस्सा करना चाहिए सवेरे उठ के प्रैक्टिस करो दिन भर अपना गुस्सा करो That means that fellow has taken refuge in asuri qualities. Then such person cannot surrender to Bhagwan. Even when they go to temple, they will push the fellow and go. Elbow मारते मेरा नारियल वहां पर पहुंचना somewhere I heard in some temple, Chinese temple, की भीड़ होती है वो नारियल ऑफर नहीं करते दूर से ऐसे फेंक देते श्री राम कभी सामने वाली डिवोटी पे लग जाते हैं कभी उद्याने पे कभी और किसी पे Asuras you can see in temples also, in cities, the marketplace, everywhere. What are you taking refuge in? Good qualities or bad qualities? That will determine the movement of that person, whether he will move toward God or away from God. So asuram bhavam ashritaha Namam prapadyante, they don't surrender to me. Okay, these people don't surrender, but who surrenders? What are the qualities required to surrender to you? That's another very beautiful verse. Let us see. Chaturvidha bhajante maam Jana sukruti norjuna Arto Jignasurathati Jnani cha bharatarshava Chaturvidha bhajante maam Jana sukruti norjuna Arto Jignasurathati Jnani cha bharatarshava Chaturvidha. In these 4 ways, people worship me, and in these 4 ways they surrender to me also. So these are the 4 ways in which people worship me, Bhagwan. Chaturvidha bhajante ma. 4 ways. Jana sukruti no Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, all these people are sukruti. First of all these 4 types of people who surrender to me, who worship me, They are Sukriti. Sukriti means they are performers of good actions. You cannot perform bad action and then surrender, as it was said before. Sukritinaha cannot surrender. So Sukriti. First of all, the first step towards surrender is to improve our achar. आचार में इतना काम का आचार है आचरण तो रहस्य इसको तड़का देना चाहिए आचरण सदाचार daily our duty daily practice आचरण अच्छे आचरण good behavior. Good behavior towards ourselves and towards our fellow beings. It's very important. How we treat the world, how we treat other beings. So that acharan is very important. That will make our heart melt in bhakti. That goodness should be there. So Bhagavan says all these four types of devotees. One thing which is common in all of them is Sukriti. They are all good people. They are all performers of good karma, punya karma. Punya karma. Who are these four? Artha, Arthat, Jidnyasu, Artharti, and Jnani, Bharatarshava. Artha means those who are in lot of sorrow and suffering. And that suffering takes them towards God. All of them are worshipping God. All of them are worshipping Ishvara. Suffering by itself is not bhakti. But suffering, if it is taking us towards God, making us surrender to Him, making us worship Him, making us love Him with intensity, making us desire Him with intensity. Just like a person who is thirsty, the way that thirsty person desires water, the other person doesn't desire water like that. So the way a person who has experienced sorrow at the very core of his heart, and God is God, Sukha Swarup. So the way a person who is extremely suffering desires that Bhagwan, who is of the nature of happiness and peace, nobody else desires like that. So Artha is also Bhakta. So his arthata is taking him towards God, is giving him that boost, is giving him that push. Lot of sorrowful and suffering people are there, but that suffering is leading them towards other things, and they are not bhakta. Just because I'm sad, I'm bhakta, doesn't mean I go to Rota, I'm bada bhakta. Yes, sir. Arthata Bhagwan ke only. And the suffering, it may not be even the worldly suffering pain. They feel the real pain in their heart. Sometimes they feel the viraha from Ishwar. Outwardly, it might appear that inke paas to sab kuch hai. Like Gautam Buddha, he had everything. But still he had that sorrow in his heart. He said that suffering is there. Sarvam dukkham sarvam kshanikam, which led him towards this path of enlightenment. Similar, like gopis and all, everything was there, but still they had that viraha. Bhagwan said, told that, usi ke karan hum dukhi. So that intense desire to become one with Him, that intensity comes from that spiritual suffering. So after, and there are those who are jidnyasu. They move towards God with that intense desire to know. Their intellect motivates them towards God. Here the suffering motivates them, but here the intellect motivates you. Who is God? कौन है? कैसे है? कहाँ है? See, just like in the world also, scientists are motivated by the intellect to discover new truth of this world. Similarly, on this path also, intellect is. भगवान कैसे है? कहाँ है? कौन है? ये कौन चित्रकार है? कौन है जिन्होंने पूरी दुनिया बनाई? कैसे है? So that jnana takes them towards God. They are called jnanasu bhakta. They are also bhakta. Even the Upanishadic, the students and all, they are all bhakta only. They want to know Ishvara. Then there are arthati. They want something, but they want it from God only. So their even little desires are there, but they know that nobody else can fulfill my desires, only Ishvara can fulfill. So even to gain some worldly or otherworldly things, they approach Ishvara alone. Bhagavan says, they are also my bhakta, they come to me. Because they know that only I can fulfill their desires, nobody else. We feel that others are fulfilling, but really speaking, all desires are fulfilled by Ishvara only. Mayeva Vihitam Gitam. Bhagavan said, even the devatas, if they give you something, it comes through me only. They do not give by themselves. So Artharthi Bhakta and Jnani means one who has understood Ishvara, his nature and his relationship with me, that is one with me. With that knowledge, he worships that Ishvara as his own Atma, Atma's Roop se. He is a Jnani Bhakta, who is a Tattvavid, who knows the Tattva. So these are the four ways in which person worships Ishvara and surrenders to. More we will see tomorrow. Now we will just sit for 2-3 minutes silently. Close your eyes.
We are inaugurating Movie Puja for the new center. I will speak on behalf of
क्या करना है?
क्या करना है?
स्टॉप ब्रॉडकास्ट। हेलो सर, ये खत्म हो गया है, स्टॉप ब्रॉडकास्ट कर दो सर। चले गए सर। जी सर। जी सर। हो गया सर।
हो गया, चलो निकलो। Hey, Binu. थोड़ा सा चलते रहेगा। जो चल रहा है, नहीं तो पूरा रात चलते रहे तो नहीं आए, कोई तो फोन फोन करके
सिर्फ चार्जर निकाल के चला जाओ।
चार्जर निकल दिया।
निकाल दे।
ये भी निकाल दो।